What is up, FPL managers, guys? Today we're going to be looking at my Game Week 2 team selection. Before this video starts, you guys got to make sure you're liking and subscribing. By the way, we're so close to 200. The end goal is obviously always going to be 1,000, and then we'll make it 2,000 after that. I'm hoping we can get to 1,000 before the end of the season. That would be awesome. And yeah, if you haven't already, feel free to join my mini league. 50 people in it at the moment. And yeah, enjoy my Game Week 2 team selection. Now, in the making of this team, we did have a few tough decisions to make, okay? This is what the team looks like with absolutely no changes. We had a decent Game Week 1. We've got a couple minutes risks in Game Week 2. For example, Ahmad, Chris Wood, and Nkunku. And we've even got Leon Bailey on a tough game. So it's been tough deciding who to bench. But I've made some good decisions, I believe, and I'm going to tell you all about them. So first off, we're going to be talking about Chris Wood, the main focal point. If you watched the Game Week Plans video, you'd see he was the only one I was considering selling. This is because Nottingham Forest do have Awani as their backup striker who could easily become their starter, and they're about to sign Nketiah for around 30 mil. Now, Nottingham Forest do not spend 30 million on a player just for them to sit on a bench. So I do believe he is going to be their main striker as soon as he signs, which means Chris Wood's time is limited either way. He's not going to be staying in my team for very long. And I'm thinking, do I just jump ship now so I can own Nunes to play at home to Leicester? Or do I stick it out with Chris Wood playing away to Southampton? Both strikers are playing very easy games. The thought process was the transfer to Muniz would kind of be a bit of a sideways transfer as both strikers could haul quite a bit. My worry with Chris Wood is that he only had one shot last game and didn't play too well, but his expected minutes is 60, so he's at least expected to start, but he could be an early sub. If Chris Wood does start, then it means it was worth keeping him. I'm kind of solely relying on that. If he starts on the bench, then it was an L transfer and I should have gone to Muniz. But once again, I feel like it could be a sideways transfer, and I do think he's going to start Game Week 2. And maybe Game Week 3 is where I'd be looking to sell him. It all depends what happens with Nketiah and Awani. So yeah, with that decision, I guess you could call me a homosexual because I'm holding wood. You see what I did there? Then onto the sort of benching situation. Nkunku only played 58 minutes. Is he going to start next game week? Amad Diallo did start last week. Is he going to start this week? And is Leon Bailey worth starting if he's playing the toughest fixture, offensive speaking wise, because the Arsenal defense is so good? Am I going to play Leon Bailey through that fixture anyway? Now, Nkunku, I am going to play because I do think he's one of the more nailed Chelsea attackers. We saw Enzo Fernandez playing as the attacking midfielder last game week for Chelsea, and that is anything but permanent, okay, guys? I really don't believe Enzo Fernandez is going to be playing as the number 10 week in, week out. I do think that place is for Nkunku. I can't imagine anyone else being the favourite to start over him in that position since Cole Palmer's on the right. And his fixture, playing away to Wolves, is not too bad. So in this team, it does really boil down to Leon Bailey versus Amad Diallo. Now, I'm a United fan, so it's quite hard to be benching Diallo in a game against Brighton because I'll be watching and I'll be cheering him on. If he's on my bench and he scores, I'm going to be, kind of sad, even though I should be happy United scored. But guys, I do have a silver lining. In this situation, Manchester United are yet again playing the first fixture of game week 2. So there will be team leaks, hopefully. I'm not 100% sure, but there normally is. So if I do hear that Amad Diallo is starting, I'm going to play him in my team. If I don't hear anything and it's still 50-50, I'm going to start Bailey. But if I do hear anything about Ahmad starting, 100% going in my team. I do think Diallo deserves to be in the United starting 11. I think it should be Garnacho on the left and Ahmad Diallo on the right. I don't think you can play Garnacho and Rashford at the same time very effectively because they're both left wingers, or at least if you do have them on at the same time, put Rashford striker, but we have Xerxes and Højlund, so that's never really going to be necessary. So as of right now, I've got Ahmad on the bench. I've got Bailey in my starting 11, but I'll be looking out for the team leaks on the deadline. And looking at the team in general, everyone has a pretty good fixture in the midfield and the attack, but the defence is looking just a little bit dodgy. Okay, first of all, we've got Ipswich at home for Gavardio, and that could easily be a double-digit haul, so I've got a lot of hope for that one. Flecken playing away to Liverpool, on paper looks really bad, but he could pick up 2 or 3 save points, even a bonus point, and end up on a decent haul like last game week. Didn't keep a clean sheet, but got 4 points, was so close to 5. It could happen again against Liverpool. You never know. The tough ones here are Mikalenko away to Tottenham and Saliba away to Aston Villa. Now, that's why I kind of like the idea of Leon Bailey in my team, because if Aston Villa don't score, great, I get the Saliba clean sheet. If Aston Villa do score, Okay, that's fine. Hopefully it's Leon Bailey. If I do get a goal notification and it's Leon Bailey scoring against Arsenal while he's on my bench, I am just going to be so mad that I made that mistake. But that's what FPL is all about. But in general, any team Arsenal play against, they can keep a clean sheet against. So I'm not too worried about Saliba. He could be on for a 6-pointer, maybe even a 7-pointer if it's low scoring and he gets the bonus points. So yeah, Saliba's fixture on paper isn't great, but I still give it, an okay chance of a clean sheet because the Arsenal defense is absolutely insane. As for Mikalenko, yeah, it's pretty much game over already. I'm not going to sell him because it's a waste of a transfer. He's got some good games coming up. But you never know. Tottenham only scored 1 against Leicester, so maybe they score 0 against Everton. Who knows? So yeah, this game week, I'm hoping Salah and Haaland can both pop off, and my budget play is doing well too, proving that the Haaland and Salah draft is and was the way to go in game week 1. If you're wondering who my captain is, then you're silly. It's obviously Haaland. Obviously, Salah's also a great captaincy choice. I hope his effective ownership is below 100% because if it's higher than 100%, he's not going to benefit me whatsoever. But yeah, overall, that's the Game Week 2 team. I hope all of you that don't own Haaland can buy a sofa in time for Game Week 2 to hide behind when Haaland scores 4 goals. It's not even a bad idea to play your triple captain on him, considering there's not going to be as many double game weeks, but I personally think it's a rash decision, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, anyway, guys, let me know what you think of my decisions. Did I make the right choice in keeping Nunes? Does the team look strong enough to do well? Only time will tell. But yeah, guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.